Hi, my name's Will, and this video is for anyone who has tried to fundraise, wants to fundraise, needs to fundraise, and isn't having the results that you'd like. Mostly it's for those people who are trying and it's painful or difficult or you don't want to do it, but you said you would do it, so you have to find a way to do it. I know this very intimately because I've been that person many times. I am that person right now, in fact, with the fundraising campaign that I'm doing. And there are ways to get out of it. There are ways to shift it. I also had a friend who I was talking with the other day, and he's having a really tough time in one of his fundraising campaigns. So this is hopefully going to help you as well. What I want to say is that all fundraising comes down, or if it's easy or hard, it comes down to one thing, and that is your self-image. Nothing new there. We've heard that many times before, but usually we hear about it as self-esteem or self-confidence. And I want to say, it's my opinion, that self-esteem and self-confidence are really just the things on top of your self-image, because your self-image is neither positive nor negative. Self-esteem is all about if you have a low or a high self-esteem. So there's duality there. If it's not high, it's low. If it's not low, it's high. Same with self-confidence. You either have it or you don't. Whereas self-image just is. You just are the way that you see yourself. And you can shift and you can influence that as you like. And I learned a lot about this from a book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. And it's what a lot of my work and my training and my coaching is based on. So I want to share with you that when I first started fundraising, I was terrible. I couldn't do it. And one of the biggest shifts that I had was in using my mind to change the way that I thought about fundraising, and change mostly the way that I thought about myself. So usually with fundraising, we think of what? Little Oliver Twist with his hands out, please sir, can I have some more? We think we're begging. When in reality, we're actually giving someone a beautiful opportunity to be a part of what we believe in. So I'm fundraising right now for an incredible organization called Sketch, and I feel awkward. And I've done this fundraising thing, I don't know, a dozen times. And I still feel awkward calling out my friends and family, and there will be those people that think, oh, Will's fundraising again. Geez, I wish he would not do that. Probably not anybody, but that's what my brain tells me. And there might be a couple, and that's fine. But when I call them up, it's my job to have them see that this is an opportunity for connection. I've actually had people say thank you for asking them for donation. I've had people cry a little bit on the phone and say thank you so much for including me in this fundraiser. It really means a lot to me that you would think of me. Like, that's a crazy thought that could even happen. So I started to use my mind to shift the way that I was thinking about myself. So I no longer saw myself as begging with my hands out. I would practice every day, seeing myself confident, big, sharing an opportunity for connection, sharing an opportunity to make a difference in the world. And my conversation started to shift. The other big thing that I want to share with you, and this was so monumental I can't even tell you, I practiced being the other person. We've heard before, put yourself in the other person's shoes. I want to make this really practical. So I actually sat on my couch did a meditation. I cleared my mind. I started to focus on nothing for a couple minutes, did some deep breathing, and then I practiced being the other person. And I heard the way that I was speaking to them, being them. Kind of like Einstein, I'm not Einstein, but there's a story that I heard about Einstein. He imagined a photon of light he imagined a photon of light traveling and then another photon observing that photon of light, and that's how he came up with the theory of relativity. So I imagined myself as that person hearing what I was saying to them. And when I heard what I was saying to them and how it came across, I was just like, oh God, that's horrible. I feel like I have to give. I feel awkward. I feel obligated. I don't want to give because that was a terrible request. But I had thought that I was doing such a good job, and I was wondering, why is no one donating, until I did that work. So do that for yourself. Hear how you come across and see how it comes out on the other end. The other little thing I want to share with you is that if you're feeling awkward about fundraising, just remember this has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. Even if you're fundraising for you. For me, if I'm fundraising for Sketch, that's easy, right? Because I'm fundraising for another organization. It's not about me, it's about Sketch. If you're fundraising for yourself, it's still not really about you. It's probably about something bigger. You're not going to fund your rent. You're not going to fund your food. You're not going to fund, your basic living costs. You're probably funding an incredible trip that you're taking that's going to make a difference in the world, a volunteer trip, or you're funding a business that you started, or a book launch that you're doing, or a new song that you're bringing out. And that song is going to make a difference for other people. Yeah, it's going to benefit you on the back end. Your career is going to take a boost because of this incredible song or book or movie. But that's not really what it's about. And if that is what it's about for you, then please stop fundraising. If you're fundraising to get something, stop. You're hurting the industry and us professional fundraisers and trainers of fundraisers. So stop. But if you're watching this video still, that's probably not you. So that's what I got for you today. I hope that makes a difference. And yeah, that's what I got. Thank you.